everyone staggers down. I was astonished, Xavier, to learn that this is an actual thing. I mean, it's a French thing that people actually leave prison and go to Thailand to start anew. I mean, I had no idea.
Not always, but it's based on a few stories. And for example, there was a movie called A Prayer Before Dawn by Jean-Stéphane Sauveur, who was talking about this as well. It was the story of Billy Batson, which is a British convict who went to Thailand and got the same kind of story as well.
Oh, I see. And that's what you based the whole film on? You just
no, it's based on other stories happening in Bali, happening in Vietnam and many other places. And there is like 10 stories similar to what happened in this one.
Give it up for this guy. What a great man. I mean, Nassim, you say that you only used there was only one scene where you had a stunt double. Is that true?
98%. Yeah. I almost have done like all of my stunts. There's like, you see, like, to be frank with you, the only stunt that I haven't done is like in the corridor. On the scene, like there's a front kick, and we were running out of time, so I needed my double to do it.
I mean, Jude, I mean, congratulations. I mean, absolutely. The elevator scene, I mean, everything about that is just wonderful. I mean, you know, it must be fun. Is it hard to keep coming up with new things that are going to sort of thrill the audience in a different way?
I have a very good team that I work with, and they push me, and we always, it's very much a collaboration. I don't work in a vacuum. I have a great team. Chris Webb is here. He's sitting over there. He's like my right hand man for choreography. With every action scene, we try and tell a story, and it's about coming to the director and asking what's this fight really about in terms of character and in terms of drama. And then my team, we all put our heads together and we try and come up with different things. We draw on a lot of influences, Hong Kong cinema.
Right. And to explain, I mean, the previs thing that you said you used, because you used that in Gangs of London, I believe, as well. And so you actually just moved over with this. In fact, Gareth Edwards is here as well, isn't he? So, he's... sorry. So it's come out of that, hasn't it, for you?
Basically, we work with Gareth on Gangs of London, so he invited me to do some episodes, and I saw the entire process, and it's where I met with this gentleman, and I learned about it, and when I started to write on Farang, I was like talking to Jude and telling him, okay, listen, let's try to do what we were doing together on Gangs, and let's apply this process to a French film to see what it's possible to do. And the funny things on the Gangs, we learn, because it's so precise the way Gareth and Jude are working together. So that was basically, I learned from that show, we can do good action, I will say mostly 30 to 40 seconds a day, basically. So I knew schedule-wise, we couldn't do more than 5 days for a big action scene, and basically the elevator scene, which is the climax of the film, I knew on my schedule I could afford 5 days for that sequence because it's the climax. So I talked to Jude, okay, listen, we can do something more or less in that 5 days. Let's figure out something who can fit these 5 days with the dramatic aspect to get the bones at the end and that kind of things. And Jude came with the idea to bring as well the gun, which was not written at the beginning, but it was a conflictual element to bring more drama into the scene. So they all fight for this gun, and then you do the shooting, editing, and finding the process to create that build-up for the finale of that of the film. And they did with the entire team a brilliant job, because it was I was astonished when I discovered the previs. And maybe you can talk about the process of the previs.
Yeah, we did a lot of the action design in Swansea during COVID times. Zev, I think, was between Paris and Thailand, looking at locations and so on, and I had a great team. And for that fight, rather than just choreograph, shoot and edit and send something to Zav, we did a choreography, and we did like a very blow-by-blow video just talking through the story of the fight. Once Xavier gave us notes and we refined it, in Thailand, I got to shoot the previews using the stunt performers that actually play in the scene. Charlie Rupokanam, the Thai stunt coordinator, is the guy with the long hair, and it was great to have him in the scene working with the stunt performers. So it was like not just a rehearsal in terms of everybody knowing what the shots and the edits were, but for the performers, and I was operating camera a lot of the time, so it was like a camera rehearsal. So everyone was pretty well prepared.
So essentially, Xavier did nothing, and you did.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Not at all. It's very much a collaborative process.
No, I know how it is. Loren, please say something. I mean, to be part of this team, how was it for you?
It was very nice. It was my first movie, so I was.
Well, congratulations.
I really enjoyed being a part of this movie, and Xavier is a very good director. It was very good to work with you. So now I'm very happy.
I have to ask you, why are you on crutches this evening?
On the last stunt in the elevator, I'm kidding. It's just like I had ACL surgery. You see that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's basic, and I got the surgery 2.5 weeks ago.
Right.
So I'm back on track in 2 months. I do backflips.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, well, that's just knee surgery.
Good. And all your mates, all your friends were actually the baddies in this movie, weren't they? I think you practically knew everybody who was in the film, correct?
You knew a lot. It was Jude's team.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I did read. I thought in one of them that you knew most people who were actually fighting you half the time.
We knew them from the movies.
From the movies, like for me, like it was
It
was amazing to
for
fight
example,
against those
there
guys.
was Simon who was in Ip Man 3. He was doing a
Elevator scene.
against Donnie Yen on Ip Man 3.
Ron, the guy in the corridor, was the guy against Jackie Chan on the rooftop. Yeah.
So most of them, they were very well known from other Hong Kong films.
It was your desire, I know, with this, to actually make an international film that you see, like America does, like the John Wicks, those sort of films. This is what you wanted to do, to make a real commercial movie.
It was not the intention to do a commercial movie. The intention was to do a French film with that.
An international film.
For me, the most important was to tell the story this way. And after, if it gets Nico in the international, will be great. The most important was to really nail the social realism at the beginning of the film, and then go into that kind of baroque evolution. The more the story evolved, more the look of the film evolved, as well as the story. So it was kind of, I will say, a cinematic process to tell the story this way. Because I know with American producers or studio, it's impossible to express ourselves in that way.
Okay.
So it was really the fact in France we're really free to do whatever we want. So we could use that kind of form to express that story. Where in US you have to do. They will love to have another kind of John Wick, but I think John Wick, the fights are so long. At some point you get bored of it.
Okay, understand.
And here we wanted to do something
Right.
more narrative.
I can't let. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So it would be okay to do John Wick.
Shut up. Sure, we'd love to see you in it. I can't leave this without telling you, Xavier's just finished Under Paris for Netflix. It's sharks in the Seine eating the Olympic swimming team. We've had this big joke going on that we've always wanted to call it Shark de Triomphe. But I know, Nassim, you're in it as well, aren't you? So,
all my movies going to be with Xavier. I stick with him.
And this is going to be sort of released around the time of the Olympics.
It's going to be ready in June next year. So we still have 8 months of post on it, and Jude was on it as well.
So you've got who's fighting the sharks?
It's many people, but yeah, Shark wins.
No, well, obviously something really good to look forward to. Listen, thank you so much, Xavier, for letting us have the UK premiere of Farang. Thank you, Nassim, Loren, Jude.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, London.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I have my crutches back? Margot, can I have my crutches? Alright, I'm stuck here.